Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Velvet Wave Shinobi, your favorite Minecraft gamer martial arts waver, and we're back with my Re-Visiting Redesign series where we're going to be continuing to work on my Nether Fortress farm. But I got a bonus vibe for you guys today. I teamed up with Stand Up for Cancer in a fundraiser and took their 100-hour gaming challenge. So make sure you follow me on YouTube and Twitch, as I'll be posting streaming and video content of me playing Minecraft and other great games to raise awareness for cancer research. And if you truly enjoy the content and are moved by the cause, you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, as I raise a goal of $300 to donate to Stand Up for Cancer as they continue research to find a cure. Links in the description below. Now, stick around, as we're going to go from phase 1 of this farm to phase 2. So if you guys remember in our last video, which you can find right here to get all caught up, we were focused on spawn proofing. Now, in this video, we're gonna figure out where the mobs actually spawning and kind of map out our drop shoots for our trident killers. This means I gotta rip up a ton of glass and lay down a ton of glass panes. Now, after putting down a bunch of glass panes, it was time to figure out where exactly the wither skeletons and the blazes were spawning. Now, to do this, I had to use the sunflower trick. For those of you who don't know, you can figure out where mobs are spawning by using a combination of glass panes and sunflowers. Sunflowers always point east, and in Bedrock, mobs spawn on the northwest point of a block. So, by finding where the mobs are located, and then taking out the 4 places beneath them, we're also going to make sure we keep this nether brick, because it's going to come in handy later when we start designing this build. But, looking at the sunflower again, it's facing east. By putting a block in the southeast corner under the panes where the mobs were, we know that the northwest corner of that block is the precise location in which they'll spawn. So, it was time to lay out the drop chutes. Now once we got the drop chutes all laid out, it was time to put down some slabs. This way I won't have any zombie piglin or skeleton taking up the mob cap and ruining the efficiency of this farm. Now, I may have mentioned this before, and you can also tell it by the name of some of my tools and armor, that I'm a big fan of anime, and one of my favorites is Bleach. This skeleton picking up a wither skull definitely reminded me of Hollow Ichigo. But unfortunately, I'm the one with Zangetsu, so I had to show him who's boss and take him out. Plus that skull will come in handy for later. Now I'm the type of person where when I'm building my farms, I don't necessarily build the farm, I like to build and design it at the same time. This way I won't have to necessarily go back and touch it again, but also it gives me a good idea of how the farm fits in my world as I'm working with it. So I'm laying down some basalt to mark out my drop chutes, making sure I stay clear of any gas along the way. Another good reason why I'm using basalt is it is blast proof. And then I'm going to come back with some nether brick and kind of frame out the drop chute. This way it'll be a nice contrast of color and add some more dimension so we're not looking at just flat walls. Now this is really one of the most dangerous builds I've ever had in the nether. I can't tell you how many times I almost panicked or died or did die because of gas or just randomly falling and jumping where I shouldn't. Now that right there was the sound of 3 gas. I don't know where the other 2 went, but when I turned around it was just this one, so you know I had to try to take him out, but by the time I turned around, he left. So it was time to get back to building. Now not only does the bridge have to be aesthetically pleasing, but I realized that there was a much need for a safety area to collect items as well as a roof, because at this point, I probably heard a gas every 5 to 10 minutes. But anyway, here are my drop chutes. Now these drop chutes are actually a lot deeper than a wither skeleton will survive, so I had to put some buttons and some lava above those buttons to cushion their fall. Now quick tip, trident killers sometimes have a tendency to glitch the mobs outside and in between the blocks. So you can double stack, place buttons, or even use fences, fence posts, or signs to help keep your mobs within your trident killer. Otherwise you'll have an issue like what I did there, and your mobs will pop back out and start slashing back at you. Now with these trident killers, I was also tested just a little bit on my redstone knowledge, because I had to figure out a way to make these two trident killers work independently from one another. Because they were next to each other without a block of space, I had the issue of not being able to independently turn one on and off. So I had to make sure that I redesigned it to where one redstone circuit was on a different level from another redstone circuit. So if you look carefully, on the trident killer to the left, all of the redstone circuitry is located on one single level. On the second trident killer, all of the redstone circuitry is staggered. Man, I really had to stay on my toes. There was always the threat of a gas right above my head every time I turned around to try to build. And I wasn't always the best shot either. Which reminds me, remember, if you guys want to see these bad shots live, you can follow me on Twitch, as I'll be streaming my videos every Friday and Saturday to raise awareness for cancer research in this 100-hour gaming challenge. And if I don't get blown up by gas and blaze, I'll be sure to remember to post those videos here on YouTube as well. So taking a nice fly around, you can see that I'm coming along with the design of the bridge, and I think right here will be my access to get to my item collection system. But then that means I'm gonna have to figure out a way to start building under lava, but I'll save that for another stream. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please make sure you guys follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, as I post videos regularly and stream some of my content to raise awareness in this 100-hour gaming challenge for the month of September with Stand Up for Cancer. You can find all of these links in the description below, as well as in my bio. And remember, love, peace, and wave grease. Thanks for watching.